Welcome back to Craig's Custom Cooking. Tonight I'm going to make Brussels sprouts for supper. I'm going to show you the process. We're going to cook them in bacon, then in the oven. So let me show you the process. Alright, here you can see I have some Brussels sprouts that I'm going to prepare for supper. They come in a bag like this at our grocery store. So these were in here, so it's quite a few Brussels sprouts. They don't really give you a weight. So I'm going to show you how I prep my Brussels sprouts. So all I do is I take a knife and I cut off the bottom end, the root end. And I just peel all the outer leaves off that are going to come off when you do that. So this is what you're going to end up with when you're completed. So you can see some of them look bad, but they're not. It's just the outer leaves. Once you peel the outer leaves off, you have a really good Brussels sprout inside. Now, if you don't like Brussels sprouts, it's not going to matter how they look, because you're just not going to like this. But this recipe you can make with green beans, any other thing. So once I get to making the recipe, you can substitute in spinach, any vegetable that you want to substitute for Brussels sprouts. It's not that important that it has to be Brussels sprouts. This is just how we do it. Because we love Brussels sprouts. So that's another one. This has a little bad spot here. I'm just going to cut that off. So let me get the rest of these ready and I'll bring you back. Alright, here are my Brussels sprouts that I've taken all the heavy skin off of them. So now, I would normally say the small ones leave small, but that's my smallest one, and that's not a small Brussels sprout. These were massive. So, what we're going to do, just take a knife, cut them in half. Finish this up and I'll bring you back. Right, here they are. Now it looks like we have twice the amount of Brussels sprouts that we started with, but we don't. We just split them in half. So I'm going to get these ready. We're going to fry these with bacon. And then we're going to put them in the oven. And we're going to roast them in the oven. So let me bring you back and show you that whole process. Alright. I have my water on for my Brussels sprouts. I'm going to heat up this pan, put some clarified butter in it, 2 tablespoons. I'm going to add my homemade cut bacon that's cut in 1/2 inch pieces into the pan. Brown this off a little bit. Okay, while that's coming up to temperature, I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of sugar to this boiling water, because the sugar will take the bitterness out of Brussels sprouts. Some people say they don't like Brussels sprouts because they're bitter, but if you put sugar in your water and some salt, that'll take the bitterness out of them. And I learned this from Chef John Pierre. He's a really good cook on YouTube. I've learned a lot from him. So if you get a chance, check out his channel. He's funny. He's a very funny chef. So let me get these browning up and then I'll bring you back. Alright, so my bacon's browning up nicely. Now I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of red onions to this. We're going to saute them together. Alright, my water has started to boil over here. So I'm going to add my Brussels sprouts. And we're going to boil these for 10 minutes. We want to do them 80% of the way done. And then we'll finish them up in the oven. So let me boil these for 10 minutes and I'll bring you back. Alright, my Brussels sprouts have boiled for 10 minutes. So I'm going to drain them. I'll let them sit like that for a little bit to get some of the water out of them. I have my bacon and onions here. These are ready. We dump the Brussels sprouts in. That may splatter a little bit because there's water in some of these. Now we're just going to mix them in real good. All we're trying to do is get some of the oil that's in the pan on the Brussels sprouts. Turn that off. We'll take a lasagna pan. We're going to transfer all this into a lasagna pan. Spread them out. And I'm going to take an aged balsamic vinegar. I'm just going to drizzle this over the top of them. Now, these will go into a 425-degree oven for 15 minutes. Hey, welcome to our table. And these are the Brussels sprouts with bacon and red onions in them. So I'm going to get you
Thank you.
a lamb chop.
That's one of my favorite veggie.
Brussels sprouts, I know.
Yeah.
I like them very much too.
Especially with bacon.
Well, bacon goes together with Brussels sprouts like there's certain foods that just go together, and bacon is one of them.
Yeah.
With Brussels sprouts.
Okay.
Try the Brussels sprouts.
That's good.
Very good. It's got aged balsamic vinegar on it too.
Yeah. A strong flavor.
It's a good flavor. You like it?
Yeah.
We're gonna eat our meal. If you like our channel, please subscribe, hit the like button, and the bell for future notifications. So you have a wonderful night, and we'll see you in the next video. All right. Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.